Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. Sorry, my hair. Okay. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because it not only helps with the algorithm, but it lets me know you like the content that you're seeing. So yeah, it's super helpful. Also, really quick announcement. We've hit 800 subscribers. Woohoo! So, once we get, so, on January 8th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing the live art stream that I've been talking about forever and a day now. I will be making a post over on the community page with more details for that as it gets a little closer. I'll give you all the specs. But for right now, just keep that date in the back of your mind, because I'm super excited. I hope we get a good crowd. Anyway, without further ado, we are continuing Final Fantasy XIV today. We last left off over here in this place with these guys. So, hoping to see if my chat is working on the overlay. It might not be, which is always fun. As you can see, I updated my overlay. Hi guys, by the way. I can see you, but I don't know if you could if it's gonna pop up or not, because why would things work? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can adjust so that it shows up. Yeah, the place with these guys. This angry drunk guy? I don't know. Hold up, I might have to... Oh, hey, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, Jalal. That's awesome. I really appreciate you stopping in to just say hi. I'm really glad you're enjoying seeing how we progress. It's so neat to see how everyone reacts to the storyline. The storyline is like super intense. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my chat. We might not have a chat today. I don't know. I screwed things up. But I could see you guys, so don't worry. We're just going to have a nice little bookshelf, and we'll go from there. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll fix that later. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? Minfilia remains adrift in the turbulent sea of thought. Oh, I'm sorry, I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Ariange. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent. To protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come. Let us make our own inquiries. Inquiries! Go chat with some peeps. We're pretty good at this by now. We've done this, quite a bit. Oh, there you are. You will be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Okay. You mean to say you're not giving up, even knowing that Magnus is... Magnus? Boy, you're weird. I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work. But if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Alright, Viking. He's got, some interesting hobbies. Alright, so open the toolbox next to Jarek. Easy enough. I was like so confused what that shadow was. It's just the aetheryte. Thought it was like some strange mount. Oh wait. Oh, he's up on the track. That makes sense. Oh, let's see. Too large toolbox. Too large. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant. Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. I can imagine, Viking. It rubs off. Which tool will you provide? A vicious-looking saw, a mid-sized wrench, or ragged cloth? Do I give him the wrong things? There you go, sir. Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now, give me one moment and... There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. This is a big toolbox. There's an ether current. Oh, I do love ether currents. Oh, give me that. Perfect. Alright, bud. Oh, I forgot to open the box. You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know? Gee, thanks. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A bulky saw, a heavy hammer, a rough file. Just hammer it. Just like slam it down. That'll fix it. Whack anything hard enough, and you can fix it. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. We're cozy gaming today, guys. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Naboth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Naboth brought the Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos here, to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for no more, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Sending us out to do his dirty work. Huh. That's a nest. Looks like a honeycomb. Uh-oh. Can I fall off of this? Don't do that. Alrighty. Easy enough. Just 2 more. There's another. Oh. So sad, just pushing their nests off the edge. Get out of here. Easy. Alright. this gonna convince that guy to help us? Magnus. Let us use your trolley. Please. It's for the fate of humanity. You'd think they would just be like, okay. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place, if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin-Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind. I don't want to find out. I was like, where are they? They're running. Just left us in the dust. They should have, like, vultures come down and swoop that you had to run away from. It would make it more exciting. Running on the tracks. Ooh. Hi, you big chicken. Nice work out there. Now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. He talks a lot. Alrighty. I'm liking this outfit so far. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. So, there is a Talos around. Where's Sid when you need him? Like, he could get that thing running. Oh. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true, but here before us lumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you could get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations. No such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you thought up a solution as well, then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether, Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the debitage. For a full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable for our needs. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of the debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. 3, you say? 3 is the magic number. Hold on, I want to feed my chocobo more greens. That way it doesn't just disappear. Well, I did collect it. Alright. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. This old mole. Aha! I see one. Oh, they're these guys. Okay. Come here, you rockhead. I need you. Ooh. That's what it does. That's what you gotta do. Okay, 1 down, 2 more to go. Let's get this over with quickly. Boom. Whoa. One last one. That one. Boom, baby. It's a strong move. Not gonna lie. Should have maybe been using that sooner, but you know. You live and learn, I suppose. Alright, friends, I'm back. Thancred and Minfilia will return along with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage? Yes, indeed. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. Duly. They but require a sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee the outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Something tells me... All right. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose the least I can do is the least. That's right, buddy. You better tell me the story. Right, then. The Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. Ruh-roh, why are you being so shady? Back to the tavern, then. Go get it out of Magnus. Come on, you good for nothing sad man. Oh no. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, jerk! You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body.
That's sad.
Magnus has never been the same since.
Poor guy lost his son and his wife.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
Come on, he just opened his heart and soul up to you.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not.
Oh. Sorry, hold on.
We can still bring her back.
Oh, actual affection? What the heck? Oh. Just touch. Oh, Thancred. What a goob. Full well do I know the pain of loss, and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thaf, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Gothjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. But I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he wouldst to be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. True. Off to somewhere, are you? Yeah, you're coming with me. At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Oh. New gears. So exciting. Sorry if you hear some sounds in the background, by the way. Just never fails. It's just how it goes. Look at this axe. Some of these axes are so cool looking. That's really cool. Yeah, I like this gear set. I think it's pretty fun. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, wasn't it? Let's get going. Thancred and me on an adventure. Two buds. Just take it to the road. This way? I guess. Seems this way, like it's this way. But my map reading skills are a little questionable, so... Listen, this is also all blurred out, so I can't really tell if I'm gonna take a wrong turn. We'll just follow the pathway. Whoa! Oh my gosh, he's huge! Dry spine Geigen tender? That's crazy. It's a lot of cactuar. Cactuar. Don't you freak out on me. I am just passing through. Oh look, there he is. Hey buddy. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what Guthjon has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Guthjon. That's a name. Is it like Guthjon? Guth. There's a gnome. No, I was for sure that we were not going to get into any attacks. So close, so close. Hello, sir. Who are you and what are you doing in here? Santa? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is a leonine. I don't know. Leonine? All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of the leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Volbert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Volbert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damned thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Burr. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. Oh, why you gotta be Butterfingers and drop your gold? As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in and I handle this area? I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drops effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Huh, dark sight. Oh. I was wondering if they were gonna have another little mini game soon. We have sun drops. Give some interesting imagery. Search the shadows but find nothing. Dang. We only got 3 minutes with these sun drops. Oh shoot. Ah. Don't attack me. Okay, good. Nope. Not there. Not there. Oh, we're going too far. Gotta go back the other way. What's this? As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Volbert gold piece. Woohoo! Okay, not too shabby. That's good. It wasn't too far away. For a split second, I thought this lantern was like he was glowing, and we were gonna have to fight when we returned. I was confused. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me. Wait, more fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Me, every day. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. What will you say? Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. Come now, Thancred, you are far more prepared for this task than I. Let's do that one. But seriously, though. No more than usual, I assure you. I only managed to survive the Kurtha wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. Oh well. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to Guthron. The sooner we get back to Uriolja and Minfilia, the better. You're probably a nervous wreck because we're not with Minfilia. You're back. Wait, does that mean? Yeah, I got your dang gold piece. Take it. I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But don't think this means you'll find what you're after. We found your coin. I think you underestimate our abilities. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off, but you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me, and you'll see. Do, 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 do. gnome. Leave me alone. Okay. This is definitely a lot less confusing than that other mine we had to do in like the first expansion. That place I got stuck in for like 20 minutes. Every time. No. Sorry. So, every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, have you ever heard of... rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Knockers. What is this? Whoever wrote these quest lines had a dirty mind. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes, that said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide, so how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines, and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock 'em senseless and check their backs. I shall warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call that, is used as the last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you could cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Hey, Gemini! Welcome in. Let's go get some more smoke bombs. Smoke bombs. Sorry if you hear noises. Seems like there are people in the kitchen. Although, you know, I do tell them when I'm going to be doing this. Just always seems to fall at that time. Let's see. So I guess it would be in the mines, right? We go smoke them out. Smoke them out. Yes. Yes, Viking. Oh my gosh. They definitely knew. They knew what they were typing. Let's see. So now we have... I guess I could go around this way. This one's down. Down the floor. Don't mind me, gnomes. Just passing through. Gotta get the rocks off. Oh, it's called a dirty job, too. Yeah, they knew. They knew. Do 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 do. Ugh. This guy, I might have to fight this guy. Please don't. I just want to put a bomb. I'm just putting smoke bombs. That's all. No. was so close. I thought that was a door. I keep thinking those like walls are doors. No, just one wall. I know. Perfect timing, Gemini, honestly. Gemini just turns around, closes out. He's like, I'll come back another day. I don't want to fight you. I come with peace. He's gonna see me. We might have to fight this guy. We'll just do it. Or Chocobo, you take care of him, okay? No. Yeah, fine. Let me get hit. That's just rude. Fine. You really want to just get hit. Fine. Oops. Alright, let's see. Ugh. That little interruption. The air of the mines grows thick with smoke. Nearby you hear the soft rumbling of stones. Thanks, Zixie. The chat is supposed to be over it, but it's not working, so I have to go see what I did after the stream. Wait, is there... Oh, it's right here. Very close. Very close. A nice purple. Purpley pink. So hard to see. No chat. You guys, I don't know what you guys might say. No, I try to make something look cool and then I break it. Oh. 1 out of 7. That's a lot of things. This world is lucky that I'm a hero, and I'm going out of my way to do this. I could spend my time doing so many other things, you know? Could be at Coast del Sol right now. Are we done yet? There we go. Okay. On to the next pile of rubble. Here. It's so dark. At least they die pretty easily. But there's just so many of them. Oh, I was on something. Dup-a-dup-a-dup-a-dup. No. Oh, just let me get it. Take it. You know, you're a little annoying here, Gnome. Done with you. It's a horrible angle. Can't see a thing. Just swinging, you know, just going for it. Okay, anyway. My Chocobo and I are becoming best pals. Slaying the knockers. No. Definitely. It's definitely new. Let's see. Must be up this way. Oops. Oh, of course. Nope. I thought maybe I could hide from them. There we go. Okay. Ugh, 2 more piles of rubble. Watch us not even get the Leonine. For some silly reason, which won't be enough. Alright, one more. That's exciting. Alright. We're good. Hallelujah. It's a lot of worms. So quiet now. It's like Peaceful. Oops. Hi, my boys. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you. You. There you are. Find anything promising? What about these glittering rocks? Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's going to take time for me to sift through all this. Shh. Later.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
What will you say? I can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Not your finest hour, to say the least. I'll go with that one. It's a little nicer, I think.
Far from it. And Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
Here, Thancred. You got this.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it.
Oh my gosh.
She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Oh. It dies. Lilac purple. Coral pink. Wine red. Let's go to pink. Pink dye. You can never fail with that. Oh my gosh. See? I leveled up because of it. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Well, this was I'm so happy we learned so much about Thancred. There's just, you know a little bit, but there wasn't everything. And it's nice to hear him opening up, you know? It suits him better when he's talking and not being so grumpy. But as you can see, it is time for me to leave you. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you have not yet. Also, keep an eye out because I'll post tomorrow the community page, what time I will be coming on live. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And until then, I'll see you next time.